WNYWaterCooler.com.
WNYWaterCooler.com.
The Patriots offense has no talent. Take out Rob Gronkowski. Their best player is a 5'10" white guy. Their offense is a joke. I've never heard of any of their running backs. This guy, Deion Lewis, is a joke. Preston Brown's going to send Deion Lewis into, I don't even know. This team, Thumper, this guy lays wood. We're not the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Did you see our DBs just laying guys out? Like, these guys are, we're not soft. This team, New England has come into our park. They have no idea what they're in for. I can't wait till Julian Edelman runs into Ronald Darby after a 5-yard reception and gets just destroyed. This game is going to be a joke. I hate this team. I'm so glad Brady's playing. I can't wait for him to come in here, get his bell rung every time he drops back. I'm so amped for this game.
Clearly. It's Tuesday.
This is a huge game. This is why we paid $1,000 for season tickets. This is what we've been waiting for since we were 15 years old.
Welcome back. WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. This is Steve and Coast is here.
What's up, Jan, man?
1-0, just like we drew it up.
I know. I mean, it was a resounding victory. The Jets are barely an NFL team, but 2-1 in yards, and we seem to. I don't know. It's hard to really take much out of one game, but the team just seemed more like, I don't know, compared to last year, more legitimate, I guess. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, we won by 9 points. We didn't really have to do much. I mean, the game was relatively close. We missed a field goal. We had that interception in the end zone. Bucky Gleason said that we were marginally better. I definitely disagree with that. We weren't marginally better.
That's an illogical statement. We had over 400 yards of offense. They had like 212. Like we had double the amount of first downs. The rushing yards were like 180 to 30. Like how can you even make a statement like that? The game was as one-sided of a game that you can have, and you even if we got 6 points on the missed field goal and the interception in the end zone, then it's 27-9 and it's or whatever 27-12, and it seems like way more of a blowout. These media people in this town are just the pits.
Why would we show any more than we have to? I mean, it's the Jets. They're basically purposely losing.
Yeah, our coaching staff probably knew end of the first quarter that this team was a joke and they were going to just win. They didn't need to, that's what we did with Rex. We probably scored, 40 against this team, but you don't need to do that. Yeah. The game was never in doubt, in my opinion.
Yeah, it never really was in doubt. I mean, it was boring, but it was never really in doubt. But again, you're right. You can't take too much out of this win just because it's the Jets. And I mean, what I'll take out of it is our receivers didn't really do much, but our defense looked pretty good.
Yeah, our defense looked really solid. I mean, 30, like we said, 30 rushing yards. They didn't really do anything. They didn't do anything. I mean, the dead offense is pathetic. I didn't know who the receivers were until Saturday, and I think I already forgot if Curley didn't even play. So they had who did they have? or Robbie Anderson. Who are these guys?
Robbie Anderson last year had a couple of big plays against us, I feel like. But.
So I don't know. It was the team brought nothing to the table, but we got the job done and we dominated. So I don't know how anyone can say we were marginally better. That's just laughable.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. But I mean, basically, it's this week is like people were saying, like this is really the first week. Your dog got a raccoon or something?
Nah, it's my first season other dog, and you know how he gets. This isn't his first. This isn't his first podcast appearance. Anyways, continue.
Cam Newton. I didn't see any of that game, but the reviews that I've been hearing were mixed at best.
Yeah, they did nothing. They won 23-3, but they had less than 300 yards of offense. San Francisco is terrible. They should have crushed them. And they statistically, I mean, Newton was 14 to 25 or 171 yards. I've heard he looked injured, great arm strength. They didn't. McCaffrey, I heard mixed reviews on him. Like, this team is not good. We had a better record than the Panthers in 2016. We had a better point differential. They stunk. And, like, why now are they, like, considered 7.5 points better than us? To me, that line is 4 points off.
I mean, I would put it probably at 5 or 6, but I'm going to the game, so it's pretty much a guaranteed L. But I mean, that's all.
I mean, they got Kelvin Benjamin, who was mediocre last season. We also got a receiver like Funchess, and Jonathan Stewart's like 100. Like, Olsen scares me a little bit, so we'll see how our safeties can deal with legitimate tight end, because I feel like we just haven't been able to in decades. But honestly, it's going to be a close game, and if we want to be, we're predicting 8, 9, and 7. Thinking about it, I mean, this is a game that you want to be on the fringe of making the playoffs.
If you want to be in the playoff hunt, if you want to actually be close to making the playoffs, this is a game that you'd want to win. Because you're right, Carolina, they're good, but they're basically the Bills. I mean, with a better quarterback, obviously. But he's not 100%. He wasn't 100% last year, or he just was regressed mightily last year. So if he's not 100%, the coaching is probably the same. And I mean, do we get any advantage from McDermott? I think that'll be pretty interesting to pay attention to the whole game if we get anything out of McDermott.
I mean, you would think that we would get at least he has not. I mean, he goes up against that offense in practice every day for however many years he was there, 4 or 5 years. He's got to have some sort of extra knowledge that he would have compared to like a normal team. So I think that's a little bit of an advantage for us. So we'll see. I mean, on the flip side, then it's, Rivera knows his tendencies, and you'll see how their offense attacks our defense. But I don't know. I think I like our chances this week. I really do.
I don't hate it. I mean, I'm not scared of Carolina at all. Other than me being in attendance of the game, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be like 85 and sunny. So I'm going to have to wear I don't wear antiperspirant, but maybe I'll have to wear some just because I'll have some sweaty pits.
Where are you guys sitting?
Like on top of the stadium, basically in the blimp.
Baking in the direct sun, probably.
Baking in the direct sun, and I paid $160 to go to the fucking game. What a nightmare!
Jesus, I bet you there's the stadium probably holds like 65,000 or something. I bet you there's 10,000 Bills fans there.
Oh, there's gonna be
Bills fans easily.
I know probably a dozen people that'll be at the game from Buffalo, and you know how many transplants there are. There's gonna be I'd say there's gonna be more than 10,000 Bills fans.
There's going to be a noticeable presence of Bills fans. I mean, we won't be able to hear you on the crowd noise, but there'll be plenty there where we'll be able to feel it. It's like our second home, Carolina.
Yeah, when I'm in the fourth quarter when we're up by 13, I'll be behind the bench. I'll be on the field.
Yeah, this team. I'm looking at McCaffrey's a little scary. I guess he's someone that makes me a little nervous.
Did he lose a fumble?
Other than him, I mean, I'm not scared of Funchess or Benjamin, Olsen's the only other guy. But
I'm scared of Olsen. But did McCaffrey? Did he lose a fumble?
I think he had he had a fumble lost. He had 5 receptions for 38 yards, and then he had 13 carries for 47 yards. So they still gave most of the carries to Stewart. And I'm definitely not afraid of Stewart. Our D looked so good against the run. I mean, they're going up against Bilal Powell and the Forte, and Darius, did he even play?
Darius, he had limited snaps. I mean, I still assume he's sort of hurt. I didn't hear what they really said about his snap counts, but I'm assuming he's a little bit hurt, and the coaching staff doesn't like him. So, but I mean, yeah, back to that game, I couldn't even give extra tickets away to that game. It was so weird because there was no Jets fans at all at the game. That was the most all Bills crowd I can remember, except for
I mean, if you're a Jets fan, are you showing your face in public? I mean, that's an embarrassment. Todd Bowles punting down by 9 with what was it, 9 minutes left from the 42-yard line on 4th and 2? I mean, that's...
No, it was four. It was 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 12 seconds, and they were on their own 44.
He had 2 punts in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes left and with 4 minutes left. One of them was like a 4th and 2 at like the 40.
Yeah,
I should find it, but it was like, I was like shocked.
I was shocked that they punted on some of those too.
I shouldn't have been, but
these quarterbacks,
he's terrible. He's like the Ted Nolan right now. You know, they're keeping him there to just be terrible, and then next year he'll start with a new coach probably.
Yeah, he's the Rolston Nolan. I actually do almost feel bad for the guy. I mean, if he wasn't like highly compensated, I'd actually feel bad for the dude.
Most making $5 million a year. He's the most sober. His face never changes. He looks like he just is so miserable and hates his life right now. And it's just, man, that franchise is in complete disarray.
I mean, even when they get their quarterback, assuming they do, it's still gonna. They might as well not even start him next year because that team they're stripped bare.
They have no talent. I mean, they have no talent on offense. The receivers are nobodies. I don't even know who their tight end. Like they don't have any pieces. Like at least the Bills, yeah, obviously Taylor's better than anyone they got, but we got like we got some good players on the team. The Jets have 0.
Yeah, well, fuck the Jets. They deserve it, but.
One other thing. Back to Carolina. That whole division. I was thinking the division would be a very difficult division to play this year, but the Saints looked atrocious, and we're playing them at home. And or no, are we playing them on the road? I might be mixing this up. No, we're playing them at home.
And October 22nd.
Atlanta almost lost to the Bears. Like, still don't give us any chance to win in that dome. But like, how good is that division? It might not even be that good.
Well, we haven't seen Tampa, but I was saying that New Orleans hasn't been good in half a decade. Atlanta, they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover. That's basically a fact. I mean, Tampa might be the best team in that division, and that's Winston. I have no faith in him and Dirk Cutter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just steaming. It's only 1 week. I don't want to overreact, but it seems like I might have been overrating that to my mind. Although I think I picked a win over the Saints to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, really, the whole week 1 was weird. Patriots got smoked. Pittsburgh barely beat Cleveland. Baltimore destroyed Cincinnati. Like Cincinnati, that team they're going. Yeah, that team. They're nowhere.
I think that was a game I expected us to lose in Cincinnati. They might be abysmal. So,
yeah, I mean, it's just week 1, but yeah.
So it's 21-12 Bills. The Jets have 4th and 2 at the 39, and they punted with 9:36 left. And then 2 drives later, 21-12, they got 4th and 8 at their 44, and they punted.
Yeah, I mean, Bowles, buddy, you're not winning. Just do something different. Can any coach ever think differently? Look, New Orleans on Monday night. They're freaking kicking field goals at the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line. Like, what?
Yeah, about 17. I mean, I don't know. Peyton, he won a Super Bowl 11 years ago, I think. 2006, maybe.
No, it was like 2009 or it wasn't that long ago.
I mean, it's been long enough. It's been at least like 8-9 years, and he's still like riding that championship when they've, like you said, they've been terrible they haven't been good in a long time. You're right. So.
And the Dolphins. The more I think about this Dolphins season, they play 16 straight weeks. They don't have a home game until October like 23rd or something. They go like 7 weeks without a home game.
We don't play them until like December, so they might be pretty worn out by then. No break.
Yeah, no break. They go cross country, then they go to London, then they lose their bye, so then they play Tampa, and then Dolphins.
How does the NFL think that like? Why didn't they just relocate the game? I mean, it's all probably like revenue related, but like all this player safety crap you hear, yet they want these guys to play 16 consecutive weeks without a break.
It's insane. I couldn't believe they just play it in a half-empty stadium in some other city. What the?
Yeah, there's 15 vacant NFL stadiums they could choose from. You mean to tell me you couldn't, like... We played a game in Detroit on, like, 2 days' notice.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they came to the decision to reschedule it for week 11 it makes no sense.
Well, the one problem was that you have to have specific cameras because of the reviews, so it had to be an NFL stadium, unlike New Orleans when they played in San Antonio or something. But I don't know, it was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous.
Unless the owners of Miami, the owners in general, just like wanted them to have a legit I'm sure it's all driven by money, obviously.
Well, yeah. Well, put on your big board pants. No shit.
So, whatever. That helps us, man. These 4 games, New England and Miami. 4 of the last however many games we have. We might have a luck.
Well, we need the offense to do a lot more. I mean, at least the passing game, the running game. With McCoy, we're set. I mean, the guy's he's a genius out there.
McCoy's unbelievable. He's so good. He's the best running back in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says. I haven't seen a running back like him. He's awesome. And the receivers, hopefully, Taylor hasn't really played with these guys, so hopefully it gets a little better. I'm not expecting major improvements. He barely threw to the receivers.
Yeah.
I think Jones only had 4 targets. Matthews something similar.
The receivers had 8 targets, 4 catches, but Carolina, they only had 5 catches out of their receivers. They probably didn't have to do too much in the second half, but that game was still relatively close in the first half.
Yeah, so it's similar. Newton and Taylor are very similar. Newton's just bigger. Newton's passing ability has never scared me. He's not going to stand in there and take you apart. And if he's not 100%, I'm not scared of him.
He relies on scared of him if he's healthy, but yeah, he relies on his size, so he's not scared to take hits. Well, that's the same thing that happens with Rapeless Raper, and that guy he's got a year or 2 left, and he's not even that old compared to some of these guys.
Yeah, Newton's probably 28 or 29, and he's 35-year-old body. But I don't know, man. Last time we played these guys, I think Newton had multiple interceptions that game. We beat him with E.J. Manuel.
Yeah, 4 years ago. That was a barn burner.
I hear these guys on GR. That's another thing that bothers me. I hear people call in, and even the people on GR talking about, this is a 5-win team, 6-win team. I still haven't heard one person give me a reason why we're worse than last year. It doesn't. I don't understand. Our defense is better. Everyone would agree our defense is better and going to be better. And offensively, what did we lose? Watkins had less than 500 yards of receiving last year. So I just can't understand why people think this team is so much worse. Well, but that's part of the reason why this line is 7.5. But
a lot of it is just straight up negativity. We're all negative because we just watch this team do the same exact thing every single year, and it's basically them not wanting to go 8-8 or 9-7 or 7-9. They don't want that to happen. They want us to go 5-11 or 6-10. So that's just what they keep repeating. The Buffalo News and GR, they all say the same fucking thing. What's the difference between 2 or 3 games? Well, maybe one day 2 or 3 games actually goes our way, and we could sneak into the playoffs, get the friggin' 17 years off our back. But I completely agree. I don't see why. Because, the schedule's hard. The schedule's hard. Every fucking year, either the schedule's super hard or super easy. And that's never the case. It just changes. Look at how many fucking injuries there are. I'm picking up and dropping players on all 3 of my fantasy leagues. Of course, I went 0-3, but injuries just affect so much, and it's unpredictable. To say the schedule is hard in fucking August is meaningless to me.
I don't know. Just to say that this is a 5-win team, just they don't have the talent, they're a 5-win team, and all this stuff that I hear. I don't get it. We have players, and we have essentially the same roster as last year, and it doesn't make sense to me.
Because people love
8 or 9 wins.
WGR loved fucking Stephon Gilmore, and people loved Watkins' potential, which was never realized potential. So what's the point? It's not potential anymore. It's just what he was.
Talking about potential for 3 years, I feel like we did the same thing with Spiller. It was this guy's he's so good when he's out there and all this stuff, and he never lived up to it. If you're talking about potential for more than 2 years, you just got to realize that it's over.
Yeah.
you know. And then we have a guy who's actually good, and Marshawn Lynch, and he's like, oh, if we get rid of him for nothing, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and they're arguing today about, building a culture, building this whole process, or do you just want talent? And these ass clowns, Chap and the Poodle, they ran Lynch out of town because no one's ever driven at night in the rain in one of the busiest streets in Buffalo. And I mean, I'm not defending hitting someone, but that was his legal right to go home. It's not like she died. He didn't kill anyone. Run him out of town today. Oh, Darius, he's a fat idiot. He's late. Well, that's what happens when you're talented. You get away with extra things. Welcome to the fucking real world.
Yeah, that's how it is in every single job. And Darius, whatever, he hasn't done it enough on the field for me to care as much.
That's true.
But Lynn, the draft picks we made, I don't know. We ran him out of town, and it just. The point is, I don't give a shit about. They were talking about that yesterday too. Culture. If you have a good team, you're gonna have a good culture.
Yeah,
if you don't have a good team, the coach is gonna get fired in 3 years.
It's really, do you respect the coach? If the players respect the coach and you have leaders, I mean, they'll come around. I mean, it's a little bit of both, but I mean, you need talent and you need the quarterback. Tyrod, he could get us 9 wins, maybe 10 if we get lucky, super lucky. But,
yeah, Taylor's not taking us to the Super Bowl, but he could get us to 9 or 10, and we still draft a quarterback next year. Like we talked about last week, we don't need to trade up to get to the, whatever. You can take the best guy that's there at 17 or whatever. I mean,
and even second-round quarterbacks now. I mean, it happens all the time. Kaiser. I mean, I'm not saying Kaiser's anything yet, but there's quarterbacks. We'll see. You got a prediction?
I think the Bills are going to win, and I think they're going to win 20-16. I think it's going to be a battle. I think we'll be able to run the ball, and we'll put it away in the second half. It's going to be like 20 to 9 or something. They're going to score a garbage time TD, but I like us in a one-sided game. We're just going to run it down their throats.
Take away one season from their idiot head coach, and Ron Rivera would have been fired. Doesn't he really only have the 15-1 season? Really, that they are good.
Well, they won the
at like 7-9 or 7-8-1 or something.
7-8-1, they won the division, and they had the 15-1 season. I feel like they just haven't really been great.
Yeah, I'm going
right now.
I'm going 23-20. Bills lose. I mean, I'll be there. I can't picture. I mean, I went to Tennessee last year and we won barely, but.
I was just gonna say, aren't they on like a winning streak with you?
Yeah, one game.
So the Panthers are. Here's their records. The past few years, they were 6-10 last year, 15-1 in 2015, 7-8-1 in 2014. They were 12-4 in 2013. That was the year we beat them with Manuel. And then before 2013, they were 7-9, 6-10, 2-14, 8-8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where they turned it around there, like 0-4, 1-3. All right. So he's had a couple of good years, but a couple of mediocre ones.
Well, they won the division 3 consecutive seasons. So, but whatever. I mean, I don't see much difference between this team last year and this year. We were better than them last year. I don't see why we're not better than them now. And looking at the stats for San Fran, I mean, less than 300 yards. That's pathetic. I just love the Bills this week.
Wow, I love it. All right.
You getting rock on for a segment or what?
Probably. I gotta text him. He might be passed out drunk. Who knows?
All right, man. All right, see ya.
Part 2. We got Rexter.
Yeah, Josh. I'm back for week 2. Thanks for having me back. Big win at the Ralph Sunday. Pissed I wasn't there, but I'll be there for week 3 against Denver when Vance Joseph rolls into town. How was the Ralph last week?
Pretty tame. It was real tame. It was all Bills fans, and everyone just like. I think it was a little too hot. Everyone was just kind of like docile. We were just sitting there waiting for anything to happen.
Too hot? It was 62 degrees.
Yeah, that sun was warm.
Wow. Interesting. I thought that that place would be bumping. But I guess when you got the Jets in town, you know, you got Bulls and McCown. It's hard to really get like too amped for that. But yeah, the game was it was kind of slow in first, but I mean, like I said the week before, I'll take a 3-point win. I mean, we took care of business. You know, we had some players on D. It looks like you said, Poyer played his ass off. Micah Hyde showed up. Trey White looks legit. Humber, this guy, I barely even know who the hell this guy is. He played 16 games for us last year. Shows how much I followed this team last year under you know, Rex
Sexy?
and company. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I liked Poyer. I mean, they someone's got to cover this tight end this week. Olsen's the guy's a menace. So tight ends. I mean, I don't know who the Jets tight ends were. I don't really know who anyone else on their offense, but the safeties are going to have a big challenge with Big Cam and Olsen this week.
Yeah, no shit. And you got Benjamin and friggin' first round Eddie McCaffrey Jr. Who's gonna check freaking Christian?
He plays half the snaps. I'm not too concerned. He had a
I
fumble.
hope you're right. I mean, this defense really didn't get tested against friggin' Bilal and Forte. I don't know. But,
yeah, I can't put much stock in that. I thought we stopped their run easily, but I mean, yeah, who we played against, we basically can take almost nothing out of the game.
No, exactly. Besides McDermott, like, you know, he looks like he actually knows what he's doing when it comes to deciding whether to challenge or not and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it looked weird watching Taylor under center. But like you said, there's not much to take out of that fucking game. Yeah, we're going into Ron Rivera's barn on Sunday. Are you going?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm sitting in like section 521. We're gonna be rowdy. We're gonna be real rowdy. I think there's gonna be a lot of Bills fans there.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, there will be. I mean, we're 1-0.
Research triangle. Yeah, we're gonna crush. Coach is he's predicting a win. He doesn't think much of this Carolina Panthers squad.
No, did you watch? Does he only remember 12 months ago? Did he not see the Super Bowl run they had 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, bro. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Tiny Tyrod on the road. This guy serious? We're lucky if we're within 10 points in the middle of second quarter. Jesus Christ.
You're predicting a blowout? We're going to get smoked?
Are you asking for my final prediction? Are we done with the segment? I mean, what the hell?
Well, true, yeah. You like Ron Rivera?
He's coaching against Sean McDermott. Yeah, I'll take anybody. I'll take Jake Gruden. I'll take Connor. I'll take that guy in. Yeah, I'll take. Come on, Vance. Give me Adam Gase. Give me Sean McDermott. He beat the freaking Jets. The guy looks like he's coaching a D2, like, you know, Northeastern team. The guy looks lost out there. Come on, Janice.
Didn't you just say that he seems like he knows what he's doing?
Yeah, when it comes to challenges, that's all I freaking said.
Did we even challenge any plays?
No, but he looked.
There was a play he should have challenged. Shouldn't he have challenged that fumble on the interception?
No idea. No fucking idea.
You need some coffee.
Dude, we beat the Jets. I mean, come on.
The line's 7.5. Well, I mean, I'm not. Who did fucking Carolina beat? They beat the fucking 49ers. What are you talking about? We can't take anything from either game.
Right, but we can win the next two games and still. I mean, still, the season's not like, it doesn't mean that we're good. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're good, but if we beat Carolina and Denver, that's pretty impressive.
All right, yeah. Let's take it one game at a time.
Did you
right,
watch the
but,
Super Bowl 20 months ago? Was it those two teams?
True. I mean, okay, this week you're going against Cam Newton. His left thigh weighs about the same as Tyrod friggin' Taylor. I mean, this guy, he's no joke. He's no Josh McCown.
Well, that's obviously true. I mean, his arm might be more dead than yours, though. I mean, he's coming off shoulder surgery. It wasn't that long ago. Wasn't it in January?
Yeah, true. I mean, okay. So you think we're gonna get the 1-2, the Mikey Tolbert, Shady McCoy 1-2 punch going again, like this past week?
No, we're not. Not with Kuechly, but we need to air the ball out or do something a little. Maybe we weren't showing everything. I don't know. We can't have the same game plan, obviously.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Tyrod runs around, flips the Shady, and then Shady didn't have much of running room for the most part. Tolbert had some good runs, but Clay was alive in the first quarter. Didn't do shit after that. Zay Jones, one nice catch. Andre Holmes, one catch. I mean, yeah, you're right. That was against the Jets. This week, you have to completely change. You have to completely open it up. I mean, I would think.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, your boy Rick comes up with something new, and hopefully McDermott knows what everything that Riverboat's going to be doing, and we keep this game competitive into the fourth quarter, and I could get my road winning streak up to 2.
Yeah, I mean, you would think you would roll into Carolina and not get blown out. That would be this outlook would change in a second if we don't even show up.
Yeah,
sure.
we get smoked, and things are gonna get. People are gonna start talking about fucking Peterman again. Your boy Nate.
Yeah. How's your fantasy weekend go, Janice?
0-3, lost all 3 games by a total of 17 points. I'm sure everyone's really interested too. I hate fantasy football. I don't even know why I do this shit. I waste hundreds of dollars on it. Well, maybe like $200, and I'm awful. I gotta wait for the waiver wire on Wednesday. I'm gonna be refreshing my phone for the next 24 hours, and I have to pick up some 4th string running back from the Bears. Oh, fucking awesome.
Yeah, but you were calling Kareem Hunt in early July. I remember that, and then you didn't take him.
Yeah, well, I'm an idiot. I read all this stuff, I hear all this stuff, and then I never follow through with it.
Yeah, I remember that. That's why I got on Kareem Hunt's board, or on his bandwagon, and I got him like super late. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the early draft, by the way. That was huge for me.
Yeah, great. I watch UB football. They've had 2 close games. Maybe UB's no, they're still bad, but
yeah, they lost the Army and then the Mini. Come on,
they were huge underdogs in both, and they barely lost. Well, no one cares.
So,
what's your prediction?
I'm gonna go 27-7 Panthers this week.
Wow, you got your Nathan Peterman jersey on? Jesus Christ, we're gonna get smoked.
J. Stu and Olsen and Funchess are gonna just tear up. Yeah, come on, Leslie Frazier on the road. I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't see Devin Funchess being a factor in this game. You could etch that into a piece of wood. That guy's a joke.
Okay, who's our number 2 corner now with EJ out?
He's not officially out, but that's not good. Yeah, EJ Gaines going down isn't good.
No, it's not good, especially when you got. I mean, before you got Atlanta, I mean, get this guy healthy.
Oh, Jesus. True. And Denver, oh my God, Denver's loaded with wide receivers.
Yeah, Benny Fowler had 2 tuds last night. I love that kid.
You and his mom, that's about it. All right, well, maybe we'll talk to you next week then.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see about that.
Okay, it's gonna hold all about my bills like Buffalo. Shit, I'm all about the bills like Thurman Thomas.
We're not making a playoff.
I don't tip, I pay bills. Bitches call me Buffalo.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In